Listen, welcome to the channel, Live and Lit, no judgment zone. I got a special guest today, my man,
Been there, done that.
my partner, also my co-worker, Sir James Harvey.
What's up?
So, my first question for you is
My
the
Lord
name.
the glory. When I
Sir
stand,
James
give it
Harvey.
back.
Where'd that come from?
So my father's name is James Harvey. So when he named me, I actually have a total of 6 names. So he said he wanted me to be named Sir so that I can be unique. He wanted me to be unique. So that's how I got Sir James. I got 3 middle names. I'm not gonna share my whole government, but so
You don't want to share the whole government.
nah, man.
How about that? So, Sir James Harvey was like, first of all, it already sounds famous. Like,
Okay.
it sounds like, it's about to take off and do some things. Would you say that's about around in that ballpark?
I would say so, man. I have some big plans for 2019, and I really feel that God has been working with me to build up to this point. I've been doing this for a while, so just to feel in a place of peace to where I can grow and prosper, that's the mission that I'm aiming to trust God in, that whatever happens this year is all through Him. So I just put my faith.
Amen to that. Now, originally, where you from? I know you reside right now here, but where you from originally?
I was born and raised in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Lynchburg.
Yeah, home.
VA. Shout out to VA.
Home of Jerry Falwell Town, Liberty University. I then lived in North Carolina for 10 years. I lived in Greensboro. I'm an alumni of North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride.
Yep, Aggie Pride. All right now.
I moved here in 2015 to Tampa.
Okay. So I guess the big question for me is, how long have you been creating music?
Oh man, I've been creating music. I remember since I was 10. I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old. I was in middle school, and I was a huge fan of DMX. So I remember my favorite song, How's It Going Down? And I actually wrote my own version of that song about this girl who tried to play me, and I wanted to get revenge on her. That's the kind of guy I was, man. I used to be. So
Tried to play it.
man, so I wrote that song, and it came out really well. I sounded like DMX, but I had a different.
Yo, where my dogs at?
Yeah.
Yo, where my dogs at?
Yeah, man. I had a whole bunch of versions of that song for any girl that disrespected me or just didn't like me, So I felt like that was my release at that point. Yeah.
So another huge question for you is, you're a Christian.
Yeah.
How did it come to you as what led you to, Christianity?
Oh man. So in 2011, my grandmother passed, and it was also the year my oldest daughter was born. And when my grandmother passed, I just felt God plugging at my heart and saying, be strong for your family. I didn't understand what it meant at the time.
Right.
So in 2012, I was gonna give up rapping. I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. And I got led to Christ. And I remember buying my first Bible, and then God just suddenly put God
the pieces together.
Exactly. So yeah, I gave my life to Christ in 2012. I had got baptized at a younger age, but I felt I was saved in 2012. And that was also the same time I had proposed to my wife at the time. So I felt that God was working with me. He surrounded me with an environment of Christian people to grow within Him.
Right.
So I knew it was time for me to go that path because I got introduced to Christian rap at that time.
Okay.
And one of my friends from college, I attended his church, and he introduced me to Lecrae. Lecrae. He gave me a church clothes.
Really good.
What song was that?
What BB or something? The chick? It's fighting a little longer. I think
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Lecrae, Tory Kelly.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Tory Kelly.
Tory Kelly.
Some two mixed up.
Oh yeah. But he gave me his CD called Church Clothes, and I was at a point I had heard Lecrae before, I'm like, he's okay. But when I heard Church Clothes, it was like my eyes opened up, especially with the way that I was transforming and following Christ. That opened my eyes even more.
So Lecrae had a little inspiration in there. Sound
Absolutely.
like okay.
Absolutely.
Now you got a upcoming a new project right now. It's called the New Season, the fall.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What inspired you to write that album?
So that came out on my birthday last year.
We got the dates though.
Yeah, November 3rd. I was inspired from that because I felt like I went through that. I went through a divorce, and I felt the only way to express how I really felt about it and how I felt I could overcome it was through music.
Okay.
It was a mutual agreement with me and her, and it really tore me up, honestly, because it's something that, you never expect. And when it happens...
Let me ask you this, big question.
Yeah.
Are you going to get married again? Are you going to do it again?
I would love to get married again, man. I would love to.
Okay. Well, at least you ain't out of the ballpark.
Nah.
One and done. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I think marriage is a beautiful thing, and now that as I continue to grow within myself, I know what to be aware of and to trust God first. Let Him be the center of it all, and allow it to work in a way it should work.
Okay. So listen, where can people go to listen to your music?
Okay. Right now, all of my music is on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/James Harv Music. So that is
there you have it. SoundCloud.
That is my brand. So I have all 4 releases I did as a Christian artist. So my first release was called Hope Music.
Okay.
I released that in 2014. And I did another project called In My Spare Time. I released an album called MIA in 2017, and then The Fall that came out last year.
So, real quick, and not to cut them off, I want to play one of your tracks from New Season.
Okay.
So, what track would you say would be the go-to for everybody? If people want to listen to your music right now and say, what would you say the track will move you the most?
Oh man, they gotta listen to New Season, the title track.
Okay, so New Season, the title track. We're gonna get a little glimpse of this, so I want y'all to pay attention. Okay.
I know who can hit the solos. New season, about to get my ring up. Yeah, always been about the Father. Always in the secret place, talking to him about my problems. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if he listen while I'm in this world.
Just so y'all know, I'm doing this live. You know what I mean? Check it out. Come to the channel, man. Live music, no judging zone. Sir James Harv, new project, New Season, the fall. Check that out. Make sure you guys go ahead. Drop the
I thought money was the root to solve the problems. Now I realize that the money causing me more problems. Only grinding for the girls, wasn't grinding for the gold. Wanted racks on racks on racks, but had nothing here to show. Man, I broke down, trying to find an answer to it all. Till I prayed to the Father that He made His glory fall.
There you go. There you have it, man. Sir James Harvey, New Season, the new project. Man, so at the end of the day, 2019, what's your overall goal? What's your plan for 2019? What do you plan to accomplish?
My plan for 2019 is to continue to grow and prosper. I'm really looking to deep dive more into ministry. Not only through music, but actually speaking.
Just make sure you pray for me.
Absolutely, man. We can do that when we finish.
There we go. We're going to drop the prayer, too.
Yes, sir. So I'm in Toastmasters at the job, as you know. I just took a leadership role in that. And I really joined that to enhance my public speaking skills. Okay. So I want to get into more sermons and reaching out, especially to the youth, man, because I feel that the youth are what's happening for our future. So,
that's right.
And I feel like they should be directed in the correct way and be led in a positive way instead of what's being seen on TV and things like that, getting the wrong impression of how we should live life.
So